Start living now. Live as if you've only had 5 more days to live. How much of the things that you see, that you deem as important, or see as things that will change your life or ruin your life, would it still feel as big as it was if you've only had 5 more days to live? Would you perhaps find out your spilled milk, or perhaps stuttering during a big exam, during a big presentation? Would you imagine these problems as things that matter if you realize that you only had a few more days to live? The reason why I'm making this video is I realized that I really haven't been living. I haven't been living in the present, and I make everything that happened around me, meaningful or not, good or bad, bigger than what it actually is. And this is a habit that stemmed since my childhood, the habit of overthinking about every single thing in my life, big or small. And what I realize is that me overthinking about these small matters that I most of the times I can't control, it leads me to not care and think about the things that truly do matter in my life. So in that sense, I haven't been truly living. I realized that life is short. And once you realize that life is short, you start taking more risks, care less about what people think, and seek as much meaning as possible. I realized that there's just so much beauty in life when we start to live, when we start to notice, live in the present, and kind of take in all the emotions that we feel in the present moment, and not thinking much about the future or the past. And what risks am I talking about exactly when I say that once you start to live as if your life is short, you start to take more risk? Well, it could be involving ourselves with programs and clubs that we see as meaningful or have a good cause. It also means taking leadership positions, perhaps in group projects. It also means spending time with our families and people that we love the most, such as our friends, our siblings, our dads, our uncles, our mothers, our grandmas, our grandpas. Could be anyone you love. But just know that those moments, they truly do matter in life. And if you're not doing that, if you're not spending time, you're probably not living life as if it is our last few days. It's also living life also means kind of doing scary things more often, like public speaking, or perhaps giving flowers to a girl you think is pretty. We live life thinking about the responses of others and how other people will judge us because of the things we do. Like, how will this girl respond if I do give her flowers? And this is a true fact, by the way, that has happened this week. Or how will people think of me when they realize I failed the test even though I tried my best? Or how will people see me knowing that I wasn't able to achieve what I set out to achieve, knowing that I tried so hard? That's not trying to live. That's running away from life and trying to seek comfort by not taking action, by not taking any risks. But that's what life is about. Taking risks, doing things that's scary, that make us feel alive. It's that rush that makes us feel happy and satisfied and chase more meaning in life. Like, when you start living life, you start to also love. And it's like a deep form of love where you just appreciate who you are, how far you've come as a person, and also the people around you that you love. Where you realize that the people you love, they're actually there for you. And you are more special than you think you are. And every human is special. You have to believe that everyone is special. And you can't compare yourself to others. You have to compare yourself only with the person you are yesterday and hope to improve yourself the following day. That's what life is about. In the past few years, I've been battling this idea of being sensitive and expressive with the idea of being mature and an adult. I always felt like I was bullied when I was really, really young because I truly was different. Different in a sense where I was more sensitive than a lot of the other boys growing up. And I hid it as well as I could as I grew older because, well, I was afraid of being judged. And in a sense, it did protect me um, from a lot of people as I grew up. But I now think that it's kind of the sweet spot between the two that makes the best balance. You know, expressing emotion towards the ones you love and trust, I felt like that was the way to go. But now, it's not only the people you love, but how about everyone? That's my mindset that I've kind of, that's the mindset I've kind of tried to be adapting when I realized that life is quite short. So as I think of my life in these 5 day time frames, let's say I will die in the next 5 days, I realized why not you just become 100% sensitive and strive to be 100% mature, expressing emotions that you feel are truly important, that express love, positivity, and happiness, and showing appreciation towards the people we love and taking risk and showing that we're scared and doing things we love and seeking meaning, helping others, doing, expressing ourselves in unapologetically because we truly believe that we are good human beings. I realized that sensitivity, love, and emotions were not forms of weakness or vulnerability. It doesn't make us any less than who we are. But in fact, these things, sensitivity, love, and emotions, they're full of life and meaning. So chase love and chase meaning, take risks, and think less about the judgments of others. Start living as if today will be your last. Thank you.